Hello my beautiful beauties and welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome. So I want to talk about a couple things. This vlog that you're going to be watching is about my first month in Paul Mitchell. I'm not going to lie to you, I did get lazy with the filming, okay? There was so much going on at school in the first month that I would be so preoccupied with everything else that I would forget, honestly, that I was supposed to be vlogging some of the things. So I'm gonna put in exactly what I do have vlogged. So part of this is gonna be me sitting down and talking to you guys, and then I'm gonna put some vlog stuff in there, and then at the very end, I'm gonna kind of explain exactly what we ran through and like went through during the first month. But if you like seeing videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel down below, and we will just get on with the video. So I am finally ready for bed. I just flat ironed my hair, that way tomorrow when I am getting ready for school, it'll be all silky smooth and my curls will turn out better. So I already made my lunch. I am having a steak salad. I made steak for dinner tonight, so I just cut that up into little pieces and put it into like a little mini plastic Tupperware thing. And then I chopped up my lettuce, and then I chopped up some apples and put that in a different container. That way it doesn't get all like soggy and stuff. And then I put my dressing in a container as well. That way like the salad's not gonna be all gross and stuff tomorrow. And then I have a couple other things, but I'm gonna vlog as much as I possibly can tomorrow. I'm gonna start off early in the morning, like right when I wake up. I'm gonna vlog how much I hate life because it's gonna be so early. But as soon as my alarm goes off, I will turn my camera on and vlog for a little bit. And then I'll get ready, and then I will vlog on the way to school too. So bear with me. We'll see how it goes. Due to unfortunate circumstances, I'm awake at 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay guys, well today is day number 1, first day at school. I woke up like every 30 minutes because I was like so excited to just start, and I was like, oh my god, what if I oversleep through my alarm? Thankfully I didn't. I got up about 15 minutes ago. I hopped in the shower, and now I'm going to get dressed and do my hair and makeup, and I will check in with you guys in just a little bit. So before I continue getting ready, I just wanted to quickly show you guys my outfit. I have this super cute bodysuit. It's from H&M, I believe. It's got these cute, you could probably barely see it because of the lighting, but it's got this super cute like arm detailing, which has like a little bit of like a fluffy shoulder. Don't mind my boxes over here. But I paired it with these pants that I got from Target. I think these were just like 20 bucks or something like that. And then my normal belt that I'm like obsessed with that I also bought from Target. And then these little high heel booties that are actually like really super comfortable because they just have like a small heel on them. But I bought these from TJ Maxx and they were like $10 or $15. So, but yeah, I just wanted to hop on and show you what my outfit looked like for the day. So, first day of school, can't wait. All right, y'all, today's the day. I'm on my way. I'm so nervous. So nervous, I'm gonna die. I'm like nauseous, and I'm excited, and I'm nervous. I wonder what we're gonna do today. I hope there's really cool girls in the class too. That'd be really cool to like find some friends, you know? I slept wrong on my neck last night. So now like when I bend it weird, or when I bend it down or whatever, it feels weird. I'm gonna try to vlog as much as I can today. It'll probably only be like on my 15-minute break, and then on my lunch break, and then my other 15-minute break, and then I'll vlog again after I get in the car to go home for the day.
Be a girl. It's so ridiculous.
So it's 8:18 right now. I have to be there by 8:45, which that should, I mean, that gives me enough time. That gives me 30 minutes to get there and get settled in and stuff. So there's this lady behind me that's like chomping her gum like a cow. Like, I'm so excited. Y'all, I'm pulling in right now. I'm so nervous. My stomach just did like the droppy thingy. I'm so nervous. Oh my god. Okay, you can do this. Oh my god. I'm so nervous. You have no idea. Oh my god, stop. Are we serious right now? Are you guys as nervous as I am? Because I'm like really nervous. I'm scared. I'm just gonna go home. I'm just gonna go home and go back to bed. It's my safe place. Okay, I'm going. Okay, I'll vlog more when I get back in the car. Okay, bye. Say hi. Yeah, my girls. All right, y'all, I survived my first day. There was a lot of talking and paperwork and sitting. I know I'm getting old because we sat like all day long and my knees and my back hurt. And I feel like sitting in high school or whatever, like, I don't feel like I hurt this bad. So, we have to go home and we have homework tonight. They call it home play, so it's not like actual homework, but I have to memorize like 4 sheets of like certain steps for like disinfecting and different things like that. And I'll show you guys when I get home and pull out all my paperwork and stuff like that from today. But it was exciting. All my girls are super, super nice. Of course, I have to be the loud, obnoxious one that's literally talking through the entire class. Go figure, the whole time. But when we first walked in there at 9 o'clock in the morning, I guess I got here pretty early, but everybody's like sitting there and it was just kind of quiet. And I was like, all right, y'all know mama's got to break the silence. So I did. And yeah, the girls are super duper sweet and everybody comes from like a different background and stuff. So it was really cool to like get to know the different, you know, where people were from and like what they did prior to wanting to do cosmetology and stuff like that. So it was really cool. We had a good time today. It was a lot. I'm tired because I've been up since 5:45 this morning. I didn't eat a lot at lunch. I think that's also another problem. Like, I made this awesome steak salad and you know, it was gonna be great. And then I just ended up not eating it. I was just like nervous and just still kind of, you know, that awkward first day feeling. So, but yeah, so I'm super excited. Unfortunately, we don't get our kits until we get out of core, which is like 7 or 8 weeks. So I was kind of like disappointed about that. But, you know, there's a lot of stuff that you do need to learn, you know, before you can just jump right in. North Carolina, I guess, recently changed a lot of like the board certification or whatever. Like, you have to know, like the reason why we already have a test tomorrow to learn all this stuff is we have to have a 100% passing grade for the class before we can move on to, before we can even put a comb into a doll's hair, not even like on a live customer or client. I don't know, after all the information from today, my brain's kind of like doing funky things. Oh my gosh, I'm just so excited. It was a really good first day, so we'll see how day number 2 goes. So I'm finally getting in bed and laying down. Took a shower, took off my makeup. I'm so ready for bed. I have been on and off the phone with all my best friends today, my mom, Daniel, everybody. I haven't even barely gotten to talk to Ava today because it was so I've just been all over the place. And then I had to study for a test. We already have a quiz tomorrow. Now instead of like a couple days in already being able to work on doll heads, like braiding and doing, you know, starting at the basics, they actually make you pass if you get injured, if a client gets injured, how to properly wash your hands, disinfect. So we have the written part and then we have the practical part. So I guess we have to pass both of those before, and it has to be at 100%. Like you can't miss something. Like you have to have every single step down, both on the written and in the practical where you're actually like doing it. So she literally has to like watch you wash your hands and stuff. I'm exhausted. My brain is like absolutely fried from waking up at 5:45 this morning. So I'm going to bed. I forgot to like vlog like right when I woke up this morning, like, oh my God, kill me. But tomorrow I'm gonna leave my camera by my side table again, and hopefully I'll remember at 5:45 to be like, hi, good morning, I hate everything, you know, because I know that's what you guys totally want to see, right? All right, well, I will talk to you guys in the morning. Okay, so really quick before I have to run out the door, I just wanted to show you guys my outfit for day number 2. I'm just wearing this nice flowy shirt. It's got the pleather sleeves, pleather leggings, and then these booties. I got these booties from Target like 100 bajillion years ago. These leggings I just bought from Forever 21. This top was from H&M like a trillion years ago, so they probably don't have it any longer. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of a view of what I'm wearing today. All right, y'all. Day 2 of school on our way right now. I am exhausted today. I didn't go to bed till like midnight, and then for whatever reason my alarm went off, or a timer or something went off at like 5 in the morning. So of course gets me up 45 minutes before I need to be awake. I ended up not actually getting out of bed till like 6:30. Whoopsie. But I left the house on time at 8:30 like I was supposed to. I did eat breakfast. I just didn't like fully curl my hair, which like usually it's fine because like the second or third day hair is like the loose curls anyway, and that's kind of like how I like it anyway. But I think I slept really wild, so my natural hair, not my extensions, my natural hair was like wild this morning, so I had to kind of curl like the ends and stuff and kind of touch it up. Today should be fun. I guess we have like a big, they call it like town hall or something like that, or a powwow or some shit like that. But it's like the whole school gets together and we talk about like certain things or whatever. But apparently all the new students have to like stand up in front of the whole school and like say their names and like why, you know, why they chose Paul Mitchell and things like that. And obviously I don't care talking in front of people, but I'm tired today. This light always takes forever to change. It's the light that's like right in front of my school. Y'all, I didn't even put lipstick on. Like that's what I'm feeling like today. I'm just like, I'm putting on my Laneige. It's supposed to be a sleeping mask for your lips, but it's super glossy, but it's not like super sticky. So I use it as a lip gloss, like a daily lip gloss, so. It moisturizes my lips and it looks super glossy, and I don't have to use a lipstick or anything with it because I'm lazy today. See, I didn't even put it in park. That's great. All right, well, I'm gonna go in here and do the damn thing, so talk at you later. Okay, so today is a little bit different than yesterday. I mean, we're still in the classroom doing like a lot of paperwork and there's a lot of talking involved, but this morning we had powwow, which is like the whole school comes together and they kind of go over things that, you know, either need to improve or, you know, they give shout outs to people that did really well. They talk about upcoming events for the week, if there's any meetings for whatever reason. We watched a couple videos on stuff, and then we left there, went back to our core classroom and took that test that I was telling you about. You have to get everything right in order to pass the sheet. And I thought that I thought that I had everything like down packed. Like, there was a couple that I left blank and I was like, damn it. So obviously I know on there it's not gonna be, you know, I have to redo those ones, but they literally, like, we got out of class at 4:30, 4:40, got home, I was doing kiddo stuff, you know, I got homework with her and doing mom stuff, and by the time that I was like ready to sit down and study, my brain literally from yesterday was just like fried. So I studied a decent amount. I know I did okay on them. There's just a couple other keywords that I know I'll have to like remember, because it like, if it's washed and you put cleansed, that's wrong. So you have to have that exact word that's in that sentence in order to be able to, like, you know, get the full paragraph or whatever. I think I might have passed the very first one because I'm pretty sure that I had the entire thing memorized, because I had it pretty down last night when I was in bed or whatever, but so I think I may have passed the first one, but I don't know. But I have to get a coffee. Like, if I do not drink a coffee, like right now, I'm going to fall asleep in that classroom. Not that it's boring at all, because it's not. It's not boring even a little bit. Hold on, let me order my coffee. Can I get a 20-ounce iced mocha breve?
20-ounce iced mocha breve?
Yeah, please.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, good.
Oh my God, one of these girls has a Jeep, like a Jeep Wrangler, and it's so cute. Okay, bye. I'm going inside. I'm gonna go stuff my face really fast, and I will see if I can vlog when I'm in there.
Which is able to save your soul. James.
No. So, as most of you may know, I live in North Carolina, which I live in like a military town, so there's a lot of people with, you know, different backgrounds and different accents and different things like that. Well, there's a lot of like North Carolina, like born and bred, like homegrown people that, you know, live in Fayetteville still, that aren't military. So I just stopped by the gas station by my house because I needed an energy drink, otherwise I'll die today. We all know I have to get some sort of coffee in my body, or, you know, it's not gonna be good for anybody. So I walk in there and there's this super old guy with these suspenders on, and he walks up to the counter, like right behind me. He goes, "Dang, girl, aren't you just cuter than a baby squirrel?" I was like, thanks. I thought it was pretty cute and pretty funny. I've never heard that before, so I was like, thanks. It was pretty funny. So, I don't know if you guys ever have this. My hair and makeup, they were doing their own damn thing today. So, if I look a little different or I don't look so put together, I apologize, because it was just one of those days. Like, my eyebrows weren't working for me. My eyelashes, I didn't put them on correctly. My foundation, I don't know if I didn't set it properly or I was going too fast I was too tired and didn't focus enough. But I can already see the foundation pulling on the apples of my cheeks. I'm just like, okay, we're gonna make the best out of today. Even if you look like trash, it's fine. The owner of the 4 Paul Mitchell schools on this side of the country, I mean, there's more than 4, but like he owns 4 of them on this side. He came in and introduced himself to all of us and asked a bunch of questions, and I was the only one who knew the answers to the questions, so I was like super, super proud of myself. asked about like sulfates and different things like that. So that was like, I was like, oh, I like gave myself a little pat on the back. And then the best thing ever happened. So he said whoever can tell him the product line from Paul Mitchell that was made 20 years ago or produced 20 years ago, but has since discontinued, and it sold really well, but they just discontinued it for whatever reason. He said if whoever can tell him that product line, that he would give a full-size Paul Mitchell product to. And guess who got it? I did! I was so proud of myself. And he like walks back to the classroom with a full-size Paul Mitchell product, and he like sets it in front of me, and he was like, very, very nice work today. And I was like, okay, thanks. I was so excited. So, that was like my shining star moment, you know? So I was pretty proud. I was a proud girl yesterday, so I had to tell everybody, you know? I had to tell my mom and my best friends and my sister and my fiance and my daughter and just everybody. So what I want to talk about is like the very first week. The very first week was so much. So there was a huge shift in the state board like policies and different things like that, and what they require for students and stuff, and what they require for the teachers to teach. Before we can even get our doll heads and everything like that, we had to learn 4 things almost verbatim on paper and then do the practical side of it. So we had to learn literally the steps to wash. And then after we learned how to wash our hands, we had to learn student injury. So if we cut ourselves while cutting somebody's hair, or burn ourselves or something like that. So it's pretty much blood exposure. And then we also had to learn client injury. So if we like accidentally nicked their ear or nicked their neck, or they had like a mole or something and we like nicked them or something happened, I dropped the scissors and it stabs them in the arm, you know what I mean? If there's ever like a client injury, then we had to learn that evaluation checklist or whatever, and then be evaluated on it. And then we also had to learn how to properly disinfect our implements. So workstation, any combs, brushes, applicators, or application brushes, anything like that. We had to learn how to properly clean and disinfect our implements. So that was, oh my God. So we got that told to us day 1. So originally our teacher thought that we could only take the test 1 time a day. So she would go into the teaching side of it after that. So we just weren't allowed to have our doll heads and actually start practicing on our doll heads yet until we all had finished and everybody in the class had to get done. So before one person can move forward and get their doll head, everybody had to be finished with not only the written, but also with the practical. Then we find out that we can take the test as many freaking times in one day as we possibly can. So we ended up, I think we all got done on that Thursday or Friday. So we went to school Monday through Friday that week, and I'm pretty sure, maybe it was Friday. I think it might have been Friday because we were playing with our doll heads that day. So we got them at the very end of the day. So we were able to take them home and practice and everything like that style them with whatever way we wanted to through the weekend. So very following week, we started with braids. Okay, I don't know how to braid. I don't know if I ever told you guys that or not, but I don't know how to braid. I can do like a little like normal cutesy little braid on the side, but that's it. Like I didn't know how to French braid. I didn't know how to French braid or cornrow or fishtail, or we did like rope braiding, and I mean, we just did all these different types of braid, and I was just like, oh my God. So I was getting so frustrated that day. I don't know why, but like, for whatever reason, I literally, like, I get so mad. Like, I get so frustrated that I can't do something, and I'm just like, oh. And then
there's a lot of like talking and going on, so I really need to focus. So I like ended up taking my doll head home that night, and I literally YouTubed how to cornrow. And I cornrowed the hell. Is it cornrow or cornroll? Lots of people call it different things, so I don't know. But I did the damn thing. This bitch looked like she was coming out of prison, okay? Everybody called her Orange is the new black Genevieve, because I nicknamed my doll head Genevieve. I wish I had her here to show you, but I left her at school because I didn't know we were gonna go under quarantine. So I left her at school a couple weeks ago, and poor girl is stuck in a locker right now, but that's okay. But I named her Genevieve, and I did like 6 cornrows on her head. It was great. I loved it. I'll add a picture, and I have a few pictures in my phone of what she looked like. It was great. So then the next thing that we had to learn was fishtail, which I absolutely love the fishtail. I think it's so cute, and I'm getting better and better. Still working on my braiding. The next thing that we had to learn was like how to properly wash the hair on the doll. It's a lot different washing somebody's hair in a sink when they're laying down like that, especially if it's longer hair, because if it's longer hair and the water is just swishing, it's gonna end up turning the hair into a dreadlock. So we had to learn the proper techniques of how to keep the hair not dreaded up and knotted and stuff like that. So we had to learn how to properly wash and what different shampoos were for what. It was so much information. We were learning about the different types of hair. So everybody thinks that there's like thick hair or thin hair. Well, there's so many different, I'm gonna grab my binder and explain it to you guys. So we talked about the properties of hair, and it was the different stages that it grows in, there's the root, there's the shaft, there's the follicle, there's the bulb, there's a bunch of different terminology. We did a lot of terminology the first couple of weeks. And then we also learned about the skeletal system and the way that your skull sits. So like there's the parietal ridge, or the parietal bone, which is like this area, I guess, like around your head. It's so hard to explain like without like going really too into depth with it. And then there's the occipital bone, which is that spot back in the back of your head that kind of has that weird little lump. And then there's like the nape of the neck, and then there's the mastoid process, the apex, like the crown, the frontal bone, and different things like that. So we had to learn that stuff. This is something like I've been trying to study, but there's so much information. So then after we did like the braiding and everything like that, I'm pretty sure this is when we went into blow drying. So with blow drying, there's so many different methods, and it depending on the like how long the hair is or how short the hair is or what style that you're looking for. There's so many different ways you can do it. So there's a pre-dry, and then if you have long hair, you can't just do pre-dry and then go into it. You have to do the pre-dry to finish. And then after we learned the pre-dry, we learned how to do the finish dries. So the different methods to the different drying techniques, directional, leafing, beveling, and then there's round brush drying. And also, mind you, I forgot to say this in the very beginning, we did not get our kits, okay? We didn't get our kits. So we don't get our kits until we get out of our core class, which is in like 300 plus hours, which is gonna be even longer now because of this whatever craziness that we've got going on right now. So we have these temporary kits that are like you sign them out for your class or whatever. So that really sucks, but whatever, I'll get over it. This was really super cool. So we had to do an updo. This was actually a competition. So we did a competition of like who had the best updo, right? For the level that where we're at right now. We had to learn, first we had to learn how to curl. Oh no, what it was we did roller sets. That's what it was. So you get your hair, your doll's head completely wet, and then you put them into roller sets like a grandma. And then we had left them over the weekend. That's what it was. So then the next, I believe it was Monday, we came back into school. It was either Monday or Tuesday. Came back into school, and we took out our roller sets. So the hair was like crazy curled. And then we had to incorporate a French twist, which is like the ugliest thing on the planet. At this time, I thought it was the ugliest thing on the planet. Now I think that finger waves and pin curls, literally can burn in hell. But we brushed everything out, did the French twist, and then did the updo as best we can. I'll also put a picture of what my doll's hair looked. Mind you, I've never done any updos or anything like that. I've never been in school before. We're only a couple weeks in. So this was like, you gotta remember, I'm still a beginner. But I ended up winning the competition. So that was so dope. I was so proud of myself. I really went for like a messy tousled kind of look, and it came out pretty much exactly how I wanted it. There was a lot of flyaways, which I'm learning now how to combat the flyaways and stuff and make it look messy but not too messy. Oh, we did perms. So we learned the different kinds of perms and how to wrap them, why you wrap them a certain way, what kind of curl are they looking for, and what type of perm is going to be good for that hairstyle or that hair type. So like grays are a little bit more coarse and they're a lot harder to tame, if you may. So you have to use a certain level of perming solution in order to perm that style of hair or that type of hair. So we went into perming. We actually were able to physically perm one of my teacher's doll heads. So we all got to do a few rods, and then we went through the entire process, and it does take a very, very long time, I'll tell you that. Perms aren't exactly my favorite, but I don't necessarily hate them. We are gonna go into what I am disliking the most so far. So school goes by extremely fast. I mean, you think that you have like 4, 5, 6 hours left, and you look at the clock and you have 30 minutes left till we have to start cleaning up, which is about around 4. It's so crazy how much information we're getting at one time and how fast time is going. So we finally get into pin curls. What the I thought that I was frustrated when I was doing braids and not catching on to the way that she was teaching us how to braid. Wrong. 150% wrong. Pin curls, I was like, oh my God. Not that I couldn't do them, because they're easy. They're so ugly and they're so annoying. It's just, no. So then, this was the last thing that we learned, okay? There's a couple other things I gotta talk about still, because I'm all over the place and you guys know that's how I am. We got into finger waves. Why? Why are finger waves even a thing? I don't know why it was so hard for me to catch on to these freaking finger waves, but it was. I'm not a fan. I hate them. They're not my favorite. I hope that I don't ever have somebody come in like, oh, can I get like finger waves and a few pin curls? I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry, we're closed. I can't deal with them. Anyway, so back to on a positive note, we learned the proper way to smooth somebody's hair and the proper terminology. People say, well, I'm gonna bleach my hair. Well, the proper terminology for that is we're gonna lighten it. And then I still catch myself doing this because I've said I'm gonna dye my hair my whole entire life, but it's coloring your hair. You dye eggs, you color your hair, if that makes sense. We don't straighten our hair, we smooth it. And then there's different types of curls using a curling iron. And the curling iron that we use is called a Marcel. And it's a manual, so it has the clamp on it, but it's a manual clamp. So it opens up by the use of your fingers. You think that it's easy until you're actually doing it. Holy Toledo. I caught on quite quickly. Those kinds of things, that's what I'm really good at is, you know, I've been curling my hair for years and I've been smoothing my hair for years and things like that. So I've always used a brush or a comb while I'm doing it. So that was never an issue. But one thing that you can't do is you can't put the comb down. So a comb stays in your hand the entire time. So she's teaching us good habits to get into, which I already did that anyhow. My teacher's so funny. Every time somebody would use their 2 hands to spin the rod or turn the rod, she would make this awful, it just sounds like, you know, when on Dumb and Dumber, when Jim Carrey is, I don't remember the actual guy's name in the show or the movie, but Jim Carrey is the actor of it. He's like, hey, do you want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? And the guy's like, no. And he's like, ah. That's what my teacher sounds like, okay? I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's what she sounds like. So everybody jump really quick because she'd scare the crap out of us because she'd make like a funny noise or something. couple other things before I kind of send you on your way. I was able to take 2 separate classes that were like extra on top of my actual schooling itself. I had to pay extra for them. One of them was quite expensive, but that's okay. The first one was a waxology class. So I got to learn and go into depth into waxing a little bit more, and it was mainly focused on Brazilians. So that was really interesting to see, and I'm very, very happy that I was able to do it because she really, really went into depth with the different types of waxes and what you're supposed to use, and I guess the different techniques and what different waxing papers you can use and which wax you use with the paper and different things like that, and the temperature that it should be on and different things like that. And it was really cool to actually learn more in depth because I do want to be able to do waxing. I honestly want to be able to do everything, so I'm going to take as many classes extra that I possibly can and can afford, I guess. But the other class that I was able to take, I was so excited to take this class. This was one of the biggest things that I wanted to do when I got outside of cosmetology school, and it was to be an eyelash extension technician. I have heard so many bad things about eyelash extensions and why, you know, my eyelashes fell out and they never grew back and this, that, and the other. And it really, I just felt like it was weird that that was like constantly happening to so many people. So I really wanted to take a class on it and get more educated on why that's happening. And I found out exactly why everybody's eyelashes are falling off. So I went through this course. I had to do a few models or whatever. Actually, I have to do a lot of models. But it also came with this badass case. Like, look how cute. It even says Bella Lash. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not. It says Bella Lash on the front. I'm like absolutely obsessed. It's beautiful. It's like this, like, it's white, but it's got like snake print. So I'm pretty excited. Yeah, it came with like it literally was like fully stocked, like with everything. I can do so many different clients' lashes. I really hope that you guys like this video. I'm gonna try when we get back to school to vlog a lot more during school so you guys can really see around the school and like what we get to do and how fun it actually is, because I wasn't even able to explain everything that we've gotten to do. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys here in my next video.